What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we have a 2022 Audi Q5 S-Line 45 TFSI Quattro, and yes, I did just pull up the window sticker for that because Audi's naming these days is really crazy. We'll go ahead and go through all the options, give you guys a quick overview of the specs, and I'll give you my general impressions of the car overall. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get on started. So like I said, 2022 Audi Q5 S-Line 45. The 45 is basically Audi's new naming designation for the power or the horsepower level equivalent. The exterior color is floret silver metallic. In the front here you have Audi's very big new signature grille, full LED headlights, and LED turn signals. This is a premium plus car, so that means you get these nice looking 19-inch wheels. I think these are 235 size tires as well. Looking at the rest of the side profile here, in typical Audi fashion, it's pretty minimalist. Not too much going on, but very clean, very elegant overall. And as we get to the rear, you can see with the full LED taillights, these are sequential as well. Very nice. Those have been updated for 2022. Unfortunately, one thing I do want to point out, these exhaust ports, if you will, are actually fake. If I can get the camera all the way under, there you go, there's the actual exhaust pipe. These are just totally fake. My hand is actually hitting the end of the plastic there, so I know Audi has been doing that recently. Not my favorite thing. Go ahead and take a quick look at the cargo area. We'll go ahead and pop the rear area here. Very spacious, I would say. A very nice opening as well. Easy to fit a lot of things in here. Got the floor mats in here and a couple other service materials, but very nice, very organized. You have some storage on the side here, and obviously these seats fold flat, and we'll go ahead and show that. And obviously the cargo cover. So one cool thing I actually didn't know about these Q5s until pretty recently. So if you notice, the hazards are on like normal, but actually when we go ahead and raise the trunk lid, the tail lights go with it, and the lights underneath serve as the hazards for when the trunk is open. That's really, really cool. I think that's because US law requires a certain amount of brake light, or the brake lights can't be attached to a moving surface. So that's a pretty unique way to do that. And if we go ahead and close the rear hatch, and once it completes its actual closing mechanism, they'll revert back to the LED tail lights, which is really, really cool. So under the hood here is Audi and Volkswagen's famous 2-liter turbo inline 4. Makes 261 horsepower and 273 foot-pounds of torque, I believe, in the 45 designation like this one. And if it was a 40 designation, which is the one step below this trim level, I think it makes 201 horsepower. It's mated to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and 0 to 60 is right in the mid 5s, I believe, which is very, very quick for a small SUV like this. And then one step above this is the SQ5, which has the 3-liter turbo V6, which is the same engine in my S5. I think it makes around 350 horsepower and 360 foot-pounds of torque, and 0 to 60 for that one should be in the mid 4-second range. Taking a quick step inside the Q5. Premium plus car, like I've said a couple times, so that means the full black leather interior and the rock gray stitching. You can see it a little bit better on the armrest here. You have the wood inlays. The driver's seat memory comes standard with the premium plus trim. So we'll go ahead and start the Q5 up. Just go ahead and put your foot on the brake, hit the button down here. Taking an overall look at the design language of the interior here, nothing too crazy. Audi's been doing this design language for a few years now. And we'll take a quick look at the virtual cockpit. This is the 12.3-inch virtual cockpit. Go through the various menus like so, and you can expand the various views that you're looking at with the view button here. Very nice. This is actually missing the navigation module. There would be another icon at the right there where you would have a full screen map, but I don't think this car is optioned with it. But taking a quick look at the rest of the interior, this is Audi's new 10.25-inch, I believe, display. Haptic feedback, so when you press things, you can hear the click, and gives you various menus to go through. Like I was saying, the navigation module, or the license, was not purchased for this car, so that would explain why the virtual cockpit doesn't have it. If you go back to the menu, the home screen, you can press it again. Here are all your various apps and things for configuration. One really cool feature I didn't know this car actually had is if you go to settings, and actually if you go to settings, display and brightness, Audi virtual cockpit, you can change the actual layout of the display over here. So if we go ahead and just go back to the classic, sorry, yes, we changed that now. You can see it goes back to the traditional 2-dial layout, or if you want to go to the dynamic, which is like on the RS cars, you can go ahead and hit change now. And there you go. That's really, really cool. And if we go ahead and hit view, that's a really neat screen in the middle. I do like that. And the revs kind of go in an opposite direction, which is something I actually haven't seen. I didn't know it did that. Very familiar HVAC controls for fan speed and dual zone climate. Heated seats with 3 levels. This row of buttons right here, this is the drive select switch. You can go through your various settings for that. Auto start stop. The traction and stability control. This is for the parking sensors. This has the top-down 360 camera view system, which is very nice. This is hill descent control and to turn the display on and off. This is where the dial would be to control the infotainment, but because this is all touchscreen now, they just give you a nice little storage compartment here, volume knob, and previous and next track. This is the gear selector, obviously. Put your foot on the brake, down in the drive, and P for park. And then up for reverse, brings up the cameras. One other point I'd like to talk to you guys about, if we pull up the window sticker here, you can see at the very bottom, semiconductor shortage package. And it looks like it took off $1,200 of the MSRP. It deleted the adaptive cruise control, the active lane assist, and the side assist, which is the blind spot. And I got in this car and I was looking around and playing with all the features, and I noticed that obviously it has the lane assist, which is what you press on the turn signal, but then it had, a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And I'm like, why does this car have such a strange, assortment of options? Like, what sort of package is this car? And then I took a look at the window sticker, and that would explain it. And I forgot to mention that the original MSRP of $54,000 is now $52,955 because of the subtraction of the semiconductor. So very, very interesting. But outside of that, guys, let's go ahead and shut the Q5 off here and conclude the video. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the 2022 Audi Q5 S-Line 45. That name is quite a mouthful. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.